Commission, Energy Reforms Committee, where we talked about the roadmap for energy sector up to 2021-22. I would urge you to look at a judicious policy combined with efficient administration for improving efficiency in power generation, transmission, and distribution, involve private sector where possible in energy distribution. Plant load factors is the lowest hanging fruit in the state. Our plant load factors can easily be improved, and that would give immediate impetus to the amount of energy that we generate. And we need to speed up all projects. The KERC chairman told us that there are some projections which say that the state would be surplus in power by 2017, 2018, or 2020. What he told us clearly was there is no question of surplus power. Our power consumption is so low that in all time to come, maybe for the next 30, 40 years, we will never be surplus because the rate power consumption per capita is very, very poor compared to even some of the developing countries. So we need to keep investing in power, and power is a basic need for industry and economy to grow. There is a clear correlation between power generation and economic growth, and we need to focus on that. Again, I would like to congratulate you for your statement on the need for free power to rich farmers, and I urge you to think about that. And I can tell you that if farmers are given power at a price which they get, they would be happier than free power which they don't get, and would vote back your government with even stronger majority next year. We are also delighted to honor two leading business and industry people from the state of Karnataka, Mr. Vikram Kirloskar and Dr. Devi Shetty, both of whom have contributed significantly to development of different industries in the state of Karnataka. And Mr. Vikram Kirloskar is one of the key persons who brought in Toyota Motors to Karnataka, as well as several other industrial projects. We will be honoring him this evening for his outstanding contribution to entrepreneurship, business leadership, and being an ambassador of industry in enhancing brand Bangalore. Dr. Devi Shetty is world renowned for making healthcare affordable with his innovative ideas and making healthcare a subject for the common man using different principles and different thinking. The Chamber is proud to honor him for his immense contribution in providing low-cost, high-quality, globally benchmarked healthcare services, thus keeping the brand Bangalore internationally. Both these gentlemen have contributed significantly to creating brand Bangalore, and we from the Chamber are proud to honor them. After the Karnataka Economic Forum, we felt that one area where the Chamber and the state needs to think about is how do we make doing business in Karnataka better. You would have heard enough studies about how doing business in India is tough. We are ranked number 134 out of 180 countries, much below most other countries, including Bangladesh. But we said that is at a national level. We need, as a local chamber, we need to focus on the state economy. And again, if you look at India, the state economies are the size of most international countries, and hence it's better to look at granularly what is it that we can do to make business in Karnataka better. So we engaged with IIM Bangalore and the Center for Sustainable Development to do a study on what is it, how does it look to do business in Karnataka. There are some findings which talk about what is the perception, which I will share with you in a presentation. After that, we will request the Honorable Minister to release the summary report that we have produced. A final report will be done after a full-scale dialogue with all the stakeholders, where we will share the full findings as well as the suggestions, and then present the comprehensive report, which should help the state making business more efficient without the overheads that they currently suffer in doing business. So I call it a teaser presentation, preliminary findings from the study on doing business in Karnataka by the Center for Sustainable Development and IIM Bangalore. So if you look at the statistics, attempts made by entrepreneurs to obtain letter of allotment from KIADB. This is based on a survey of over 80 companies in Bangalore and interviews with several executives. It shows that one attempt is only 25%, 2 to 3 attempts is 37%, and 4 and above is 38%. Time taken to obtain LOA from KIADB, I understand that the requirement is to do this within about 2 months, but if you see, 55% get it beyond 6 months. Entrepreneurs' perception of KIADB policy. I'm covering land allotment, which is the first stage for anybody to invest. Lack of transparent allotment policy, non-availability of land bank, and non-allotment of land on first-come, first-served basis are the key worries of entrepreneurs who are trying to build business in Karnataka. If you look at the ranking on status of infrastructure, you will see again very poor marks, mostly in the poor, whether it is roads, power, water, or connectivity. Time required for conversion of identified land. Less than 12 months is only 5%. More than 24 months is 55%, and above 2 years is 40%. So, you know, when international companies come and ask us, you know, we want to start business in India, the first thing I would personally advise them is, please go and buy an existing unit. Even if it is sick, it doesn't matter, buy an existing unit because it comes with all the approvals, you can start afresh straight away. I would never encourage them to start a business, and this is the reason. If it is going to take 3 years just to start a project, you lost a lot of lead time, market space, so it's worth for them to pay a premium to an existing unit and start off business without the hassles of trying to get land and various other approvals which come with that. Again, this is for the energy minister. This is the feedback on the survey. Time taken by the ESCOMs to provide approval for power connection ranges from 1 to 3 months is about 60%, but over 4 months is 20%. This looks a lot better than other sectors, particularly KIADB, but there is definitely scope for improvement. On load shedding in industrial areas, people have expressed that on average they face 22% face 1 hour load shedding, 12% face 2 hours, and 56% face 3 hours and more. Power cut by ESCOMs is again unscheduled, people say is 90%, and scheduled is only 10%. There is a lot of dissatisfaction again on the, shall we say, so-called single window agency, the Udyog Mitra. Only 30% are satisfied with the facilitation services. 70% say they don't find it of significant value. Time taken to obtain clearance is again between 2 to 4 months and over 4 months for almost 70% of the cases. Time spent in obtaining clearances from government agencies to set up a project in Karnataka is 50% believe it is more than 1 year, and only 20% say it is between 6 to 9 months. So now I've told you all the findings of the survey, but given all this, even today people want to invest in the state. So these are all the negative, and imagine if we can address some of these, the investment climate would be much better, we would see much more significant investment, and we would be able to give jobs to the huge number of people that are joining the workforce every day, given our significant population. So I would urge the government to consider how we can make these much more easy. Maybe we can even think of introducing the fantastic scheme Sakala in all these areas of government intervention with industry, power, everywhere, because that presently focuses more on the individual consumer. So that's an idea that the state should actively consider, because it is a very good scheme that the state government has come up with.